knocking over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Steady. To the letter rock. Turn it up. We're giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel?
Coach, thank you. Well, you folks at home can see the evidence. Snow and supposedly a few inches yet to fall here at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with the New York Giants. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Let's go. 8, read. Check back 21. Hey, come on now. 5.
Running it with the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year a season ago, Saquon Barkley. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. The running backs in this game for both teams, very good friends. Of course, college teammates Saquon Barkley and Miles Sanders. Sanders had to sit behind Barkley and wait for his opportunity in 2018. He took advantage of it, parlayed it into a second-round pick, and now these guys get to go against each other 2 times every year in the NFC East.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
This is Dion Lewis now in his 9th NFL season. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
First down, New York.
Down. 90, Wolf.
Yeah. You don't want to know.
Go.
On first down, Jones hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down.
A gain of 15. First down, Giants.
We go.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Now Saquon Barkley. He'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
80 weapons. Hey!
On second down, here's Barkley. And he's got some space here. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complementary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
Now Lewis here on first down. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. A loss of 2 there. Second down. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
On 2nd and 12, Jones. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. From the gun, Jones. And Ingram's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants take it right down and score on the opening drive. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On 1st down, Wentz. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Give him 30 yards there. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Here's Grant. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st. You were telling me this yesterday. It's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
They'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Once again with Sanders. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, touchdown number 18 on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts of the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now Jones on 1st and 10. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. These two teams all tied after one. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, foxtrot. Get it.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Throwing, Jones. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 24-yard line.
And the Giants first down.
On the ready.
59. Mike's 59. Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
They'll run on first down. It's Lewis. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Let's go.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, Charlie.
Jones now operating from the gun. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That'll put him at an even 50 receiving yards now in this first half. And it's a first down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
Come on out here. Come get some. Come get some.
Jones from the gun. He'll throw to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Check right 21. Heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now Jones to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Knocking it away there defensively, Justin Coleman.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another one into the end zone.
18 Gator. Got you.
Here's Barkley. And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Saquon Barkley, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Giants have taken the lead. Rosas good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
I think you have to chalk that one up for the defense there. Someone right on the spot, excellent coverage, didn't leave him enough room to come down inbounds, even though he did catch the football.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Hey, wahoo!
Wentz going to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Get off the field. Tighten up.
Now it's Barkley. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. That's something we saw over and over again in Barkley's rookie season. He had 91 catches last year, most ever by a rookie running back. Part of a fantastic rookie campaign that saw him go over 2,000 total yards. The Giants on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
4-yard pickup on the play. First down, New York.
On the double.
21, check back 21. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. Yo.
Go.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Hey, dude.
Hey, check back 21.
Get it.
A first down carry for Barkley.
You got nothing.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Ready.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Jones. Off the play fake. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. Reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. To throw on third down, Jones. It's complete to Golden Tate. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try to get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well.
It got his man complete. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Marquise Goodwin, 88 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Watch the safety cream. Check 26, check 26.
On second down, Barkley. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Barkley had his biggest game yardage-wise against these Eagles last year pretty early on in the season. 130 on the ground, 99 more through the air on 9 catches.
Let's go now. 26 the outlaw.
And he's got Rome. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Come on, set. 60 or. Hey, Haywood. Check 521. Be Griffin.
Throwing on first down. Jones looking deep for Gabriel. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in his zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Jones going to throw again. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Evan Ingram, as the first half is winding down, as his guys are able to regain the lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. Oh, nice move. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
81. Hey, exit.
Throwing his Wentz. Looking deep downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. This snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the second half.
Come on now, let's go.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. We have not seen much on offense from either side these last few drives. It has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And he will finally be taken down at the Giants' 28. They only needed a couple, but the blocking was good. And, of course, you can't tamp him down when he gets past that line of scrimmage.
No, and guess what? Not only were they physical in the point of attack, they executed so well. That's what you have to do in short yardage situations. Everyone has to be in the right spot, taking on a defender to give him the chance that they did, and he took full advantage of it.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. They go back to Grant, and he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Here we go. 280.
54. Watch the slant.
30.
Show it up.
Hey, other side, solid. Switch that.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
57. X3. 218. Chop.
At the 12-yard line.
What's that?
2nd and 5 now. Wentz being chased out left. He'll try and run it. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. Carson Wentz. His 2nd touchdown of the night as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Elliott good with a PAT. And we are tied at 21. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken at his 4. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Again, it's Barkley. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Let's go! Time to work. 21, check back 21. We ain't giving up nothing today.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop, a man down on the return. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Wide, get wide. 61, match box, right. Let's go. 60 Pittsburgh. Bravo. Now. Mike 3. Let's go, defense. 5. Snap.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And Tate's got it. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. A lot of eyes on Golden Tate this year to see if he can take over some of the production that OBJ had before he got shipped to Cleveland. You know, Beckham had 1,000-yard seasons 4 of his 5 years in New York. Golden Tate struggled at the end of last year in Philadelphia, but he had a really good run in Detroit, including 3,000-yard seasons in the middle of this decade. On 1st down, Barkley, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. And his carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Topper! 21, Mike 21, check back 21. Hey, here I come. Get it.
Jones now, off play action. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked up by Jalen Mills. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, A lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
They'll run on first down. It's Sanders. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Giants' 44-yard line.
Recon, 132-5, punch!
Boston Scott, his first carry. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check.
6-6. Pull it high.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Check.
Wentz. Goodwin able to haul it in. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
And they'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Corey Grant, his 9th touchdown of the season as they have taken the lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Nice, sweetheart.
Ready?
They'll go to Barkley again. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Giants with possession of the football but needing points as we start quarter number 4. On first down, Barkley. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
On 2nd down now, Barkley. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 17 yards and a Giant first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
They run with Barkley on first down, and he gets about 5 out of it. Jalen Mills in on the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Now they'll run with Lewis. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. The Giants on third down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 4.
Under 10, under 10, 10. Check 3, check 3, check 3.
Saquon Barkley running right. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. This is Lewis. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Check back 21, here we go. Hey, check back 21, check back 21. So don't say nothing. Hey, orbit. Check back 21.
Jones operating from the gun. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And Rosas puts this one through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the air.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Coming this way, here we go. Check. One. Check.
Wentz on the give to Sanders. Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They will run with Grant. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down. And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. This is Grant. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
No.
They'll run on 1st down. Sanders. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. They'll try the left side. It's Grant. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
They'll keep it on the ground. Grant. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the 1st as the tackle is made at the 33. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. And the kick by Elliott is good. And that'll make this a 7-point game. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. He'll look to throw. He's got his man. This is Tate. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down. They'll look to throw.
This will help.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Fletcher Cox in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Ready? 60 Pittsburgh.
Come on, G. Begin.
Go. Beat them.
Back to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Fletcher Cox in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it, because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So for Philadelphia, the win moves them to 12-1 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Washington Redskins. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they're squarely in play for next year mode now as they drop to 2-11. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.